my channel. So today we're gonna do something new because I have not been on this for very long, or I have not been active on YouTube, so I'm making it a plan to be more active. But we're gonna do a pick a card today, and I got 3 decks. All right, so we're gonna ask Spirit just some general messages, whatever comes up, because this week is really a crazy week astrologically. So honestly, it's just kind of like, give us the clues, give us the deets so we can make our decisions from here. So we're just going to ask for general messages. So I got 3 decks here. I have the Field Tarot. Hopefully you can see that. The Ethereal Visions deck. Or the Dreamer's Tarot. So pile 1, it's going to be the Field Tarot deck. Pile 2, it's going to be the Ethereal Visions. And pile 3 is going to be the Dreamer's Tarot deck. So we use this time now. You can pause. You can pick whatever deck resonates with you. If you're ready, you can go ahead and unpause and, get your life together, because we're about to ask the questions here. All right, so if you chose the tarot, the Field Tarot deck, this is your reading, okay? So we just want to go ahead and ask Spirit some general messages to see what's going on here, and we'll dive right in. May these messages be helpful. May these messages be clear. And may I speak to... Oh my gosh, I'm already making a mess here. So just general messages, Holy Spirit, just for our collective, for power. This is a message for all the viewers that were drawn to this deck. Please allow us to give a clear and accurate message from the Most High. May it be helpful. May it bring confirmations and all that good shit. All right. All right, Spirit. Let's see what we got for the collective today. General messages for pile 1. Okay. We got the Fool in reverse. The 4 of Wands upright. I'm here. Throw these cards around, Spirit. Dang. All right, I got the 2 of Wands, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so we're going to dive into these in just a moment here. So for pile 1, what general message do we have for pile 1? So there could be a hesitancy. There could be wanting to move forward, or wanting to move towards things that, are more aligned with your desires. I'm seeing there's some hesitancy here. And the reason why there might be some hesitancy is with planning, with the 2 of Wands right here. But we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well too. So there's a lot of things that are going to be changing. A lot of things kind of seem up in the air, and that could probably be the reason why you are hesitant or not willing to take that leap quite yet. There could be some energies that are, still working their way around you, or working their way through you, so that way you can get past this state of, back and forth, or should I do this or should I not, or, or maybe you're just reluctant to change. But with the Wheel of Fortune card right here, it's saying buckle up, because things are changing. There's going to be more of a harmonic energy that I'm reading here. So let's just see more. So let's find out more. Why? Didn't even ask. I was clarifying the Fool in reverse. So we got the Queen of Swords right here. So this is going to require a lot of logic, especially when we got the Wheel of Fortune here and the 4 of Wands. I'm getting that with all the new things that are coming into fruition and all the new energy, you still need to have your logic. You still need to pay attention to the things in the surroundings around you. Paying attention to the words that people are speaking around you, because these are going to be things that are going to help you to decide on where you should move, or where your energy should gravitate towards. There needs to be a call for really just cutting through the fluff and really just seeing things for actually how they are, despite all this crazy energy that's being brought up here. But there is an element of really getting it together and really seeing the bigger picture, and like, and this, I'm also getting completion. I'm getting that you've learned a lot of things that are going on. This may be, actually now I'm getting more of a message, like this may be the hesitancy or the unsureness could be from possibly not fully integrating from the shadow sides or the shadow work that you've been doing. It seems like you have been doing a lot of where we have the light and the dark here balancing these cards. You see these cats right here. So you've done a wonderful job of balancing these energies, you know, but there still could be some doubt, or maybe I'm not ready, or maybe there's still so much work to do, you know, but the wheel is going to continue to turn. So this is something where you're going to just have to continue to move forward, or you're going to get pushed there. Spirit's going to push you. So if you're dragging on something, or you're dragging to make a decision, or you're still remaining doubtful or unsure of yourself, just know that this energy will pass. Don't beat yourself up. This is something that that's just part of the process too. And this adds more meaning to your decisions when you really get down to the nitty gritty and you really understand why you're hesitant, or why you're not really fully committing to something, or why you're not making a decision to do something. It could be a lot of like unaware or subconscious beliefs that are still hanging on, still trickling on, which is why I see why the Queen of Swords is here. Let's see. Tell me more. Tell me more about this. So we got the Prince of Discs and the Devil in reverse. So, like I said before, so we have the Prince of Pentacles here, which is also known as the Knight. And the Knight of Pentacles is very methodical. It's a very slow-moving energy. It really takes its time. It's not in a rush. It's not in a hurry. It just likes the slow and steady, you know, pace towards something. And that's what you've been doing with your healing journey here with the Devil in reverse. So you've been becoming aware of a lot of the shadows of yourself, or, you know, the unhealthy patterns and behaviors that we've done in the past. So you shed a lot of light to these things, or you're working through them right now currently, since we have the Fool in reverse. So this could be the reason why you're still a little hesitant to take a step towards something, or get to that planning energy, or really start planning your celebration. You know, there could be a tinge of like, you know, waiting for the other shoe to drop, or, you know, waiting for expecting the worst to happen. You know, we've been through that period, and we're stepping into the light now. Even though you're this white cat that's surrounded in darkness right now. You know, you've been in that for a very long time, and, you know, being in a darkness energy, or being around dark people, dark environments, dark situations really will taint your perception on a lot of things, and then you start to see things from more of a negative thing. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you've also had to do this for protection. But just know that there's a time and place for everything, and just knowing when to have that lens on and when to take it off is definitely key here. It's going to help you progress and moving forward and shaking this old energy off, you know, because we don't want to bring this into the new year. But when we continue to hold on to things that have happened to us in the past, like, yes, it has happened. Yes, it was painful, you know, but it is happening now. And I'm not saying that to discredit whatever just happened to you, and saying like, oh, you need to like suck it up or anything. But there's a time and place for everything. So yes, there are times where it is necessary for you to bring up your past, to really cultivate those lessons. But there's also a time for you to let go and release these things and see another side. So that way you can plan for this celebration. You can plan for this Four of Wands energy. You are safe to plan, you know, positively for yourself. You know, like, you don't have to worry about something like coming in or crashing up, because the energies that are going on right now are highly supportive of those who are following their heart and are pursuing their dreams right now. So this is a great time for you to really like step out of that gloom and doom state and really see the possibilities and see what is out there for you, and knowing that you do have that opportunity to create the life that you want, and you will be rewarded and guided with the resources, the people, places, things, whatever it is, towards your goals. But you have to remain optimistic. You have to hold that space, is what I'm getting here. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck too. So this is something that you're going to have to continue to work through. This energy is very slow. Be patient with yourself. You may find some frustration in like, oh, why is the past still bothering me? Why does the past keep coming up? There's still some things that need to be recognized or acknowledged, or there's still some things, for confirmation, that just need to just be integrated through. And sometimes it has nothing to do with you. This is like this is like the planets are doing their thing, and it's probably bringing up some things from the past, and you're probably just like, what the fuck? You know, you're like, what the fuck? I thought I worked on this, but you have. And this is just part of the cycle. Like, even regardless of where we are, the energies are always going to ebb and flow. So we have to kind of take that into account when things are happening, and not put them on ourselves and blame ourselves when things don't seem to be progressing in the way that we want them to, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Let's see what else is going on here. I might pull some oracle cards to kind of like support this, but I want to get more into what should we be planning here. So why the Four of Wands, Spirit? Why the Four of Wands? We have this strength. Okay. So this is very positive news. This is something just to continue to keep persevering through. The Strength card shows up when, you know, it's still some work that needs to be done. We're not just quite over it, but the Strength card just comes to remind you of your inner strength, and knowing that anything that comes your way, that you are more than capable of handling these things. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. Everything is properly orchestrated just for you and your reality in this time and space. So this requires, you know, just to hold on to that belief. And I know it's hard, especially when, like we said before, when you've been surrounded by darkness for so long. It's so hard to really see something positive happening to yourself. And this is Spirit calling to know that you are strong and you can get through this little dark, this little sticky part that you're in right now, that is causing you not to see the broader picture, or causing you not to plan or see the bigger picture, or see, like, you know, outside of where you are right now. So Spirit's just calling you to just, you know, dive a little deeper. Don't let this shadow take over. Don't let this decide, like, or make you feel, or help, or cloud your judgment, or make you feel a certain way where you don't feel capable or incompetent to get through these things. These things happen, and I can speak for that for myself, and, you know, done a lot of healing work, but I always get met back with certain things that I've thought that I've truly healed from, but it turns out it wasn't, and it forced me to look at it from another perspective, which is what I'm getting here with the Two of Wands. So if that was helpful, just let me know if that resonated in the comments below. But we're gonna dive a little bit more in this, and I just want to find out a little bit more. So why the Two of Wands? Why the Two of Wands here? So we got the Sun. So we got the Two of Wands clarified by the Sun. So if you're stuck in this phase where you're just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to plan anything, like, just things just kind of suck right now, or, you know, it doesn't hurt to just dream. It doesn't take anything away from you. But granted that it's hard, that's where the work is. That's where we truly are able to create a space for our dreams to come into the 3D, when we hold that space and we illuminate the things that make us happy, and we speak on those things. With the Sun here, that's going to be bringing out a lot of reminders of, you know, how good it is to be in the present moment, or that you deserve that happiness, you deserve that warmth. There's just a lot of like nurturing, warm energy that's going to be coming through, that's going to warm your little bones of being in that cold, dark, deep abyss that you've just crawled yourself out of. Congratulations, by the way. Shit's not easy. But with the Sun here, a lot of things are going to be illuminated, which would possibly help out with you making your decisions, or helping you get past this funk that you're in, this small state of fear, small state or fate of doubt, or state of doubt. And these things are okay. These things happen. You know, life would be so boring if we just did the same old, the same emotions are happening, or if we're always happy, that's going to be boring. And if we're always sad, that's also going to be boring. So this is why life ebb and flows, and there's always change. So that way, you know, we can have fresh perspectives, or there can be new way of doing things instead of doing the tried and the true. Because sometimes that monotony just like kills. So rest assured, good things are coming your way. Continue to stay on the path. Continue to work through your emotions and just breathe through it. And sometimes you don't even have to do anything. Like with the Wheel of Fortune right here, things are already working in your favor. They're already moving. You're already halfway out. You're already done with this cycle. It's just closing up, you know. So don't take it to heart if you feel like you're behind or this and that, because healing is not a linear journey. And I know you've probably heard this a lot before. Like sometimes you're going to take a step back before you shoot forward. And this is a lot of the energy that I'm getting right here. I'm just getting there's a lot of doubt and unsure where to move, because we're still looking at it from a lens of the past. We're still looking at it from our old past perspectives, you know, but this change is coming. So with the sun here and the Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be new beginnings for you. Regardless, you know, you can still stay into that, but like the energy's got to change, it's got to move, and it's looking like it's going to. We got the Seven of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So this is giving me the energy of, you know, picking your battles and really knowing where to put your energy towards. So in this case, we really want to battle our demons of doubt. We really want to battle those demons that don't think that we're going to be able to take care of ourselves, or don't think that we're going to meet the right person, or don't think that we're going to get these opportunities. Those are the things that we have to really shine light on and share love with and really put energy towards, because those are the things that are could be inhibiting you from getting to where you want to go, or actually seeing it so that way you can start taking the steps towards it. You know what I mean? So pick your battles, you know, and take a deep breath, because this isn't all just you. You know, yes, this is your world and your reality, but there's sometimes when you've done the work and you have to wait for the energy to catch up in the 3D. So sometimes we're out here thinking like, oh my God, I've literally been working on this for years, and why does the same lesson keep going there? Why do I keep meeting people that just don't click with me mentally? And like, you know, like stuff along those lines. I could go on all day, but we really want to work on seeing these things. Is like, all right, I know this lesson. I know that I've learned this lesson. And you just continue to politely say no thank you, or no, and just continue to be clear with the universe on the things that you want. Because if you're just like, oh, why does this keep happening? And then you just spiral and you add a story to it, you create a whole narrative, and that's going to keep you in that hesitation energy or that doubtful energy, because you're still holding on to that. And you're having this cognitive dissonance of like seeing the things that you want and things that you do and you want to love versus, you know, how it's been in the past. And I know that is such a hard thing to break from, especially when that's been like your constant, your foundation. It's really hard to shake that up and really recreate and redefine what success means to you, to recreate and redefine what love means to you and relationships, to recreate and redefine just like what overall happiness means for you. You have to break down and dismantle old belief patterns and old beliefs, because those are the codes that are getting sent to the universe. And the universe is like, oh, read, and it's going to send you back what you've put in. This is where the work comes in, because you have to really go in there and see what it is particularly to you, what does love mean, what creates safety for you. And sometimes we have to learn what toxic behaviors, or what the toxic environments and like the mechanisms and the behaviors and the manipulation tricks and tactics that you've experienced that you thought were normal. You have to like, oh crap, those were bad. So then you have to go through that whole thing and sift through all those emotions and then redefine like, I don't want this. But then you don't know what you want. So then after you know what you don't want, then you can start thinking about what you want. And this is what Spirit is telling me right now, especially when we got the Four of Wands and the Two of Wands here in the middle of the spread. To redefine and really think about those things, that stability, that love, that safety. What do those things mean to you? So that way you can create them and give them to yourself. And when you create and you give those things to yourself, you're able to recognize that in others. So then you'll know that this person is loving you the way that you need to, because you've already given that love to yourself, if that makes sense. So, all right, let's see if we got any more messages. This is pretty clear right here. So this is for my pile ones. If you're feeling stuck right now, don't really take this to heart. See this as just like, this just has to go. This energy has to play out, because when it's done, it's done. So it's like, you know, when you sweep the floor, but then when you sweep the floor again, there's still a little bit left over. You can sweep the floor, you know. I'm a Virgo moon, so I'd like to keep my stuff clean, but you know, after you sweep, you know, you can sweep again, you'll find other things. So this is what this is. It's kind of like this deep cleaning. This is like getting the baseboards. This is like getting into the crevices. This is like getting out all that old stagnant energy that's kind of just hanging out and lingering in the corners of your subconscious mind that you're not aware of. So Spirit's just doing you a big favor. They're saying, rest assured, you're going to be good. You're going to be safe. Just keep on keeping on, but continue to love yourself. Continue to honor yourself. And, you know, you're going to get there. You're going to be at that 4 of Swords energy. And it's okay to celebrate. It's okay to look back and celebrate your wins and see how far you've come. It's okay to look back at our relationships where we've done things that they've been cringy, or they just haven't been so like, ugh. You know, it's okay. These things happen. We've all gone through them. You know, there's no judgment here. But loving and honoring yourself in all of these aspects, and honoring them. Now, you don't have to like go out there and make a grand gesture or like spew your guts out to the world. That's not what I'm saying here. This is like this is a personal relationship with you, and this is something that's sacred to you, and you don't have to share this with anyone else. You're honoring yourself as a whole being, and all the sides of you, and understanding them. So that way, when you step into life, you won't be making decisions based off of fear or based off of someone else's beliefs. You've created something for yourself to stand on, a stable foundation that someone can't rock as easily. And when you have a stable foundation, you can build, you can grow, you can be creative, and you'll feel safe to do so. So Spirit's just telling you to just take some time to sit and think about your dream life. Really write out what you want to be and where do you want to see it, and especially how you want to feel. So let's go ahead and get some closing messages for pile 1. All right, Spirit, do you have any closing messages here for pile 1? Okay, so we got the Death card that just came out, and it came out sideways. That's interesting. And you know what's crazy? It flew on top of the Devil in reverse. Whoa. So, okay, so with that half energy, like we're still in between. It hasn't really completely died yet. So whatever we're still working through, whatever energies that are still, you know, that are still remaining stagnant in us, there's still some integration that needs to go. And this is, again, don't beat yourself up. This is not on you. This is not on you. This is what I'm getting from Spirit. This doesn't mean that you've taken a step back. This does not mean that you're not doing the work. You are doing the work. You have been doing the work. And it's time to celebrate. It's trying to plan. It's trying to see the other side. You've gotten up on the hill. You're on the top of the hill now, but you're just still so busy looking down and carrying that heavy backpack that you haven't looked up to see the horizon. You haven't seen at the top of the mountain where you can see everything now. And now you can plan, because now you see and now you have that vision, okay? So that's all I got for pile 1. I hope this is helpful. If you like this, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends if you feel like it resonated. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right. If you chose the Ethereal Visions deck, pile 2, this is your reading. All right, Spirit. What general messages do we have for the collective today? What general messages do we have for pile 2? That's too many, but we gonna read them. Dang. Okay. I might not take all of these, but we'll see. So we got the King of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Cups in reverse, the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. Whoa. All right, Spirit, with the King of Wands on the bottom here. So, this could be you, or this could be someone in question, or someone that you've probably been thinking about. But we got someone that's very emotionally responsible for themselves, someone that's very clear in emotional intelligence, but they are they're learning the lesson of balancing their energy out. Right now we have the 2 of Cups in reverse here. So there could be some unequal sharing. There could be some disharmony in any kind of relationships that you or this person that we're going to find out more about is going through. So this person is really inspired. This person really wants to make a lot of things happen for themselves. They, with the Chariot here, they are very passionate about the things that they do, and they want to go places, but there seems to be something that's been holding them up with the 8 of Swords, and possibly something that has to do with some form of communication here. We also have the 7 of Cups in reverse too, so this also is a card that represents like something not looking how it seems. So this person could be caught up with something that, you know, not passionate, but emotionally involved with something, or a disharmonic relationship because they thought it was something else. They thought it was something else. And this is probably, this got this person caught up in their head. They're not really seeing clearly. They're not seeing something. And we also have, what was it? Well, I have the Four of Swords in reverse here on the bottom. So this could also mean that this person or you know, are willing to go and take, like, to rest, to really sit down and just, like, really see what the hell is going on. This is giving a relationship that's really just, it's just really emotionally draining. But somehow it just seems like this person didn't want to go, because we have the Eight of Wands and we have the Chariot here. They're ready to break free. They want to separate themselves from that, but it seems to be something mentally that is keeping them caught up. It could be the lies. It could be what it was seen, like what it could have been. And the person is just like, what the heck? You said this and you said that. And that could be the reason why. Or this could be you, where you're caught up in a situation where you're just like, well, I really thought that you were like this. And, you know, you end up building a life based off of what that person told you. But in reality, that's not the case. That's not the case, because they got you, or this person caught up. Got you caught up. So I'm going to clarify some of these right now, because this seems a little loaded. This might be a love reading. It might not be. I'm not going to call that. I'm not going to claim it, but I'm also open to it too. But let's go ahead and see. So, oh, I had the deck the wrong way. All right, Spirit. Let's see. Why the Four of Pentacles in reverse? So we got the King of Swords. So this is, you know, there could be some confusion. There could be something that's like really not being said, but or just not at all. Because with the Knight of Swords is just like gung-ho. Once it gets an idea, once it gets confirmation, it's like like charge. But we have it in reverse here. So also what comes with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's just something's leaking. It's like rapidly, and it could be your patience, it could be your energy, it could be your time, but like something is leaking. Something is, you know, you're not paying attention to what's going on, because with the Four of Pentacles in upright position, it means holding on to something. You know, it's like really conserving your resources and your energy, or whatever it may be in that sense. But in the reverse position, it's the opposite. So there could be an excess of like overspending, or it could be an excess of giving, or just giving all your resources away, or something along those lines. But it's not, there's just been a standstill in that. Or maybe there's been something that has stopped that, or you've maybe stopped yourself because you've come to realize like, hey, this person is not really giving what it was supposed to give, or I'm not giving to myself in a sense here, or I'm draining. So this looks like a big, huge lesson of self-love and where to delegate your energy, and really being mindful of the people that you spend time with or who you give your energy to. I'm seeing this lesson right here. So let's see. We got the Seven of Swords that wanted to come out. So the not the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands, my bad. The Seven of Wands here in reverse. So again, like this is similar. I pulled this card in pile 1. This is like picking your battles. But in this sense right here, this is like where you're giving your energy to. Whether it be yourself or the people that you love, you know, are you getting that in return? Are they respecting your boundaries? Are you giving proper boundaries to make sure that because you also have to stand on business with yourself. Boundaries work with people outside of you, and they also work with you. You got to have good boundaries with yourself too. Some things you're just like, no, I'm just not doing it, because you know that it's going to lead to this, that, and the third, which is going to put you in a position where you're not going to feel safer, you're not going to feel happier, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You knowing these things, you can make those decisions to be like, oh no, like I don't do that, period. Or I go to bed at 9 o'clock every night, because if I don't, I'm going to be up all night, and then I have to go to work in the morning, and I'm going to be tired all freaking day. You know, stuff like that. You know, instead of like people pleasing and just be like, oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna hang out with you, and you don't get home till like 1 o'clock, and you got to go to work at like 6 o'clock in the morning. You're freaking tired and incompetent. You fuck up something at your job because you wanted to go out there and not say no to a person when you know you could hang out with them. You know, I could go on all day. I can give you examples all day, but this is like learning lessons right here. This is about where are we delegating our time, where are we delegating our energy, and learning from that, and stepping out of this Two of Cups energy and getting into something more harmonic, whether it be with yourself or the people around you. Okay? And really taking a good hard look at like what's going on around you, and how do you feel when you give, and do you feel rejuvenated or not, or do you feel depleted? You know, these are things that you have to kind of keep in account when you're moving through your waking life and you're making all these micro decisions in your life. You know, it's time to like wake up and not be so like a zombie to your own life. It's time to be present in your life, to see like how all the little micro decisions that you make affects you, because those lead up to bigger things. And before you know, you're gonna be like, how did I end up getting here? Well, you made a lot of little tiny decisions to get you to this moment right here. You know, especially if you're not liking where you are right now, it's time to start choosing differently. It's time to start doing things differently. It's time to start changing your inner world up so that way the external world starts to match. Okay? So let's see. Why the Seven of Cups in reverse? So we got the Three of Wands in reverse here. So this card shows up when there's not a lot, but a failure to plan, or a failure to like really see what's out there to really. And this is crazy too, because this is the same kind of energy that I'm getting from pile one, but theirs is more on the lines of like physical things, like where they're giving the resources stuff. This is about your emotions, your feelings, you know, because we got a lot of cup energy right here. We got a lot of cup energy going on here, and a lot of wands energy. So it's a lot of love and passion that's going on here, and there could be a lot of things that haven't gone your way, or you thought that they would turn out to be a certain way, and they just haven't. They just haven't with the Seven of Cups. And these things happen, but the quicker we recognize these things, it's no bad blood. You know, it's like, because you got to spare your emotions. It's like getting mad and pissed off at everything or anyone that's wronged you is going to be freaking exhausting, you know. But the thing about it and how you can flip it is to find gratitude. And it's like, thank you for showing me this contrast. So now I can make this decision now. Thank you for showing me that you are not willing to show up in the ways that I need you to keep this relationship going. Thank you. So, you know, to decide and to walk away. Or, you know, and sometimes it's not so easy. I get that, granted, but at least you have that idea. At least you have that contrast now. Now you can see that person, place, or thing, or job truthfully. So that way, you know, going forward, to not put yourself in those situations. You see what I mean? This is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how we recognize. And when we recognize that energy and we feel like, oh, this seems really familiar. You've been down this route, you know, and then you have that, the road starts to fork, and you have that decision to make. Are you going to do something different and step into the unknown? Or are you going to take the tried and true and you know it's going to happen, but then you're going to continue to feel stuck in the same situation and unable to escape it? You hold the keys to every decision. You are not stuck. You are not a victim to anything, you know. And it's like one of those things, like as you go into your healing journey, and I've learned even myself that, you know, I'm not a victim. I can just wake up and change my perspective. Granted, it's not as easy. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, because there's a lot of things that you're unaware of. But as you become aware and you become more open, and you're just like, I can see how I allowed this, or I can see that, and you know, you kind of add yourself as a contributor to, you know, what's going on that you don't like, because you are the common denominator. It all boils down to who you decide to open up the door to and who you don't. And who you don't. Okay? All right. Let's see. Give me another energy for the Seven of Cups. Let me get one more. I don't know. Is this upright or reverse? All right. So we got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So with all this not planning and holding on to the past, and, you know, trying to hold on to what we thought or we want things to be, is keeping us from seeing the future. And it's putting us in a state where we just feel so not deflated. And it feels like you just don't have enough like energy to give, or it's just like, oh, what's the point? Or what's this and that, you know, like that gloom and doom kind of energy with the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords. It's kind of giving me that kind of gloom and doom, kind of stuck energy. And it's like, well, if this person wouldn't have lied to me, or if this wasn't this and that, and it's like, well, people are gonna lie. People are like, that's just like, we have to kind of start seeing these negative behaviors as something that is a natural occurrence, because it is, because wherever there is light, there is darkness. So we're always going to be experiencing these things. The difference is being aware of these things. That's the difference. That's going to be the thing that sets you free, is when you become aware of these. So it's crucial to really know all sides, to really find that wholeness within yourself, to embrace the light and the dark within you, because then you can recognize it in others. You can recognize it in situations and places and things, and you can be like, I know that energy. And you know that you will immediately know if you are safe in an environment or not when you learn to embrace the shadow side and the ugly parts of you, instead of just pushing in the way and thinking that you're perfect and like, why are these bad things happening to you? You just don't know because you're just so, child, stop. Been there, done that, I know. So I'm gonna call your ass out on it. It's like, it's tough love, but like, these are the keys right here. This is really the key to getting you out of this funky ass energy with the Eight of Swords and stepping into something that really is fulfilling to you. So let's find out more. So why the Two of Cups in Why the Two of Cups in reverse? Why the Two of Cups? Dropping shit. All right. So with the Two of Cups in reverse, we got the Four of Swords, we got the Four of Cups in reverse, and we also have, is this up? Wait, this is upright or reverse? Hangman sideways. Okay. All right. So this is calling. So you've been resting, or this person in question has been resting, but also you have been learning. Oh, Spirit. You've been learning of the things that have been, not necessarily learning, but like you are getting out of that state of just like, woe is me, this and that. Like, so with the Eight of Swords right here, we're stepping out of that energy because the Four of Cups is just like disinterested, and it's just like you have things that are on the way, but you're not willing to see them right now because you're caught up in this mental funk, because you're in relationships that aren't really giving you what you need. And it's got you in the state where you're like, you're trying to fix, you're trying to remedy that, and you're trying to force things it's getting. But you're in a place now where you're actually releasing and you're letting go. And we have the Hangman here as well too. So you're starting to see these things from a different perspective. You're starting to rest. You're starting to reflect on a lot of things with the Four of Swords right here. You're starting to learn. You're getting smarter. You're getting wiser. You know, these things have to happen, you know. And as much as I would, in a perfect world, but like suffering is so necessary in a sense, and not like torture chambers and like locking someone in a room, like, you know, like the instances like this where we're in relationships with people and then we recognize that this person doesn't care as much as I care about them, or this person is not doing their part or doing what they said. You know, we're learning about the manipulation, we're learning about all these tactics, so that way when you step, you can start creating a better situation for yourself, or allowing people that are competent in that really have the tools and have the knowledge to really support you in the ways that you wish to be supported. Now, if you don't learn these lessons, which you already know, which I know you do, because I'm pretty sure you don't got knocked around a few times, you know, so you're like, all right, it's time for me to step back. It's time for me to like really think about, all right, I'm not doing this again. I don't want to be around these people anymore, you know, and like you're in control of that. Now that you have the knowledge, now that you can see these things, you can step out of that. You can step out of that. So those are good things, you know, that especially when it comes to love and relationships. And I know that's something that is very difficult to navigate, because you also have to navigate the emotional space with someone else as well too. Now, if it's not an equal give and take, then there's time to really reassess that, because you're stepping into your King of Cups energy. You know your feelings and emotions, but it's like, it's more about stepping up for yourself and really being able to speak your needs, and being able to walk away from someone if they're not going to provide, you know, and that's okay. There's so many people out here that are waiting to love you, that are waiting to meet you, that would love to meet you. And it would be a shame if you're caught up trying to prove your worth to someone that doesn't give a damn about you. You feel me? So really have to love and honor and value yourself. So let's see. I want to ask you a few more. So with this Eight of Wands right here, so this is like travel. This is like forward movement. This is communication. This could be you wanting to step out of this relationship or step out of this environment that has got you caught up in the Eight of Swords energy. You know, it's very clear why we're in this situation right now. You know, we got a lot of we have a lot of taking energy, or it's unequal giving, or maybe you're just not giving to yourself in the ways that you need to, or learning ways to nurture and fulfill yourself before you look out and try to reach out and get someone else to fix you, you know, or help you. You know, it's time to help yourself. And I think that you're starting to learn, and I think you're starting to see that. So why the Eight of Wands? Oh, we got the Emperor. Okay. Is this upright or reverse? All right, so we got the Emperor in reverse here. Tell me more, Spirit. All right, we got the Five of Cups. And the Devil in reverse. Lord, y'all really going through it. And then we got the Empress on the bottom here. So, okay. Okay, so there is some disharmony here. You want to move forward, but there's also a lot of hesitation because we're still dealing with a lot of disappointment and heartbreak that you've experienced with these past relationships. Now with the Devil in reverse, we're becoming aware of these things. We're becoming aware of the shadow side. We're learning these lessons. We're seeing it for actually what it is, and we're meeting reality on reality's terms, okay? Which is going to propel you forward, because this has had you in an energy that you're not taking action for yourself or for others. You've been stuck, you've been stagnant, you've been spiraling, you know, you've been trying to figure things out, you've been trying to make sense of a lot of things and understanding your feelings and your emotions and why the things are the way they are. Why do you feel this way? Or why does this person, place, or thing make you feel this way? You're becoming aware of a lot of these things right now. You know, and it's time to really nurture yourself. It's really time to take a step back and really find out ways that make you feel safe, that make you feel loved and nurtured, because this is what the Empress is all about. And it's about stepping into that receptive, creative energy. I can see that you've probably been halted in a lot of things, and Spirit hasn't really been supporting you in a lot of ways, or you haven't been feeling supported in these ways. But this is when a lot of times when you don't feel supported by the universe, this is the universe's like last straw. It's like, okay, bro, like, you're going to have to figure this out, because you're not listening to the signs. You're not listening to this. You know, you've been using your will to get through places. So it's like, I can't, like, this is like it's like the whole Wheel of Fortune. It's like, there's like, for every like mood and reaction and like freaking anything, it turns, and there's a time for everything to shine. And there's certain times where there's things that are supported, and there's other times when things are not supported. And when the Spirit cuts your ass off, they're not supporting this old past energy, because it's moved on. It's moved on, and it's changed, and it's asking you to change as well too. Or look within you to see what parts do you need to change that is keeping you caught up, that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you in this stagnant mindset. You know, it's time to release the disappointment. It's try to look in there and figure out why you were disappointed in the first place. Because you're around people that don't nurture and care about you. You're accepting jobs that, you know, don't fulfill you, you know, or you were, you know, like, you're hanging out to family members that really don't give a damn about you, and they're talking shit, you know, like, you wonder why you're in this energy. It's a lot of these things, and also this is such a blessing, because knowing all these things can help you transform your life completely. You know, it won't happen like that. It won't happen like that. But if you continue to show up for yourself, and you continue to make these decisions for yourself, you're going to be stepping up on cloud 9. You know, it's going to propel you so much further than where you feel you are right now with the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out, but I want to get some, let's get some closing messages for the collective. So the Six of Pentacles just dropped out. That is a lot, bro. Oh my God. So we got the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so Spirit's just letting you know that they're like these painful endings, these things that you've been going through are over now. They're giving to this energy. There's going to be an equal give and take. There's going to be balance that is being brought in. Yay, 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 right? So we got the Page of Pentacles here. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So there has just been a lot of unequal, unbalanced, chaotic, combative energy that you've been dealing with. And this has just been like really teaching you, you know, how to really build foundations for yourself. This is where it happens here. Granted that it sucks, and I'm sorry that whoever this is, or you that's been going through this, like, I'm so sorry, but this is also an opportunity for you to change your life. This is also an opportunity for you to call in and really step into alignment with your true self, the true dreams and things that you want to have. Okay, And then we got the Page of Wands. So like, this is, when you clear all that out, it's going to open up so much space for you to really open up and find your passions again, and really like surround yourself with like people, places, and things that you love that really ignite and excite you. So I'm rooting for you. Please subscribe if you really like this video. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. All right, if you picked the Dreamer Tarot deck, I don't know if you can see that, if it'll focus. This is pile 3. This is your reading. So we're asking general messages just for this time and space right now. I just want to see what Spirit has to say for pile 3. So what are the general messages for pile 3? General messages. Alrighty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Whew. So we have the Mystic of Wands in reverse, the Hermit, the Architect in reverse. Oh my gosh. Let me make some more space. The Architect, the Five of Pentacles upright, the Creator in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Swords with the Six of Wands on the bottom here. Okay. So the Mystic of Wands is basically the Queen of Wands in reverse here with the Hermit. And the Architect is basically the Emperor in reverse. So, this energy, or this might be you or anyone that could be on your mind or within your energy field that is really just feeling down on themselves. They're feeling really unable to make any moves or make any decisions. They're just feeling just not hot, not sexy, not passionate about anything. Just, if anything, you just feel like a plastic bag floating in the wind. You feel me? So this person or you is really struggling right now. They could have dealt with a lot of loss right now with the Five of Pentacles here. And we also have the Creator, which is the Empress in reverse too. So we have we have Empress and Emperor energy, but in the reverse here. So there's just a lot of we're just not really in our sacred power right now. This could just be a down period right now, which is, it's kind of giving me the same kind of energy from pile 1 and pile 2. So I highly urge you to go back and watch those. They might have some connection or significance here. And then we also have the Two of Wands and the Four of Swords. So there's just, there's not really a lot of planning that's going on. There could be just like no plan that's going on. This spread is kind of a little all over the place. So I'm going to clarify a lot of these to kind of give us a better idea of what the hell is going on. But this really just feels like some conflicting energy where there needs to be some rest, or there needs to be a spin in the perspective and how we're looking at things right now, because it just seems like you're just down and out. You're just down and out for real. So, and then we got the Six of Wands on the bottom. So rest assured, things are going to turn out okay, but we got to see what's going on like right now. So let's find out. So why the Mystic of Wands in reverse? Why the Mystic of Wands in reverse? Thank you. So we got the Mystic of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Magician reversed. So the reason why you're feeling this way, or this person that's in question is feeling this way, is because, or feeling a little deflated and not really in their like passion or feeling really fiery, is because they're just not realizing that you have all the tools to really bring you back to where you want to be. There could just be like, there's things that could not be clear right now, or you're just not trusting, or there's just like a lot of back and forth I'm getting with these two cards right here, because the Queen of Swords represents like having logic and making sound decisions, and the Magician in reverse is like really not understanding our true power, or really not utilizing, or it could be a sense of laziness that's going on, which could be, it's usually like a side effect of like, you know, when, not a side effect, but when you're speaking of like wand energy and fire and passion, and usually when you put out a fire, you know, it's like, it's limp, it's just like, there's nothing happening. So think of it like that. So there's something that's been, let's see, there's something going on, but it has to do with this loss here. There's something that you've lost, or this person has lost, and they've been in hermit mode, but they want to step out, and they're ready to, or they're not really ready to step out into the world because they're still healing from something that's going on. They're still healing from something. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify the hermit. Why the hermit in reverse? You know, there could just be some introspective work that just hasn't been taken yet. And we got the Seven of Swords right here. So it's just, there could have been a lot of betrayal. There could have been a lot of lies. There could have been a lot of manipulation and trickery that's really got you in this, like, in your mind, and it's trying to decide and figure out what the hell is going on. So this is like, this is crazy, because pile 1 was about like giving away your energy and resources away, you know, that's causing an imbalance. Pile 2 is about like giving your love, your energy to others, and like, and now with this is more about crap, I just forgot where I was going with that. This is like the mental aspect. It's just like, you know, where you're burning most of your mental energy in. And like, this is like a very cerebral reading right now. And it's like a lot of thinking, a lot of back and forth, a lot of just, I'm picking up a lot of confusion and like, just like not really believing in yourself because of the things that have happened in the past that have led you to judge yourself in a way that is not allowing you to move forward because you're stuck in this lost energy. Okay, and then we also have the Architect in reverse, and that is the Emperor. And with the Emperor in reverse, we're not really making decisions. We're not taking up for ourselves. We're not knowing when to assert. We're not knowing when to retreat. It's just, there's not a lot of leadership that's involved. And there could be that there needs to be some leadership more in how you manage your thoughts and your beliefs and your ideas and what you choose to believe and what you take as your own truth and not someone else's. So this could be a reason why you're not really taking the time to really sit back and think about these things, or this person is. It could be that this person is really just trying to find truth in a lot of things. And when you're dealing with people that are constantly lying, that are constantly betraying you, it's like that whole definition of the truth has been flipped upside down. So you're chasing something that isn't even real because this person has completely made it up and had you feeling the game over and over and over again. And it's got you so caught up. So why the Architect in reverse? Why the Architect in reverse? I'm sorry, this has really got you down in the dumps, whatever this is. We're going to clarify that in a minute. But so we got the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. Is that upright? Is this upright or reverse? All right, so it came sideways twice when I clarified the Emperor in reverse. So this is just like, this seems like this is not quite necessarily a delay. It just kind of seems like the delays are caused by you or this person that we're talking about right now. And this could go based off of this mental, like, sense of loss, of confusion, of refusing to take a reflective step back, or really to like sit back and really think about these things and reflect. We got the Four of Wands right here, or the Four of Swords right here, and the Hermit in reverse. So it's like, again, we have that back and forth energy. Okay, we have that back and forth energy where we're like, I'm just trying to find the truth. I don't understand. I'm so confused. I want to find out. To just like, all right, let me see what is going on. Where did I, like, not necessarily gone wrong, but how can I make better decisions for myself? How can I prevent this from happening in the future, or again in this sense? And like, what are the ways that I can show up for myself, or how can I demonstrate to myself that I'm stepping in a new direction, or holding myself accountable, you know? And then we got the Eight of Swords in reverse here as I'm speaking. So this is you freeing yourself from these mental like cages that have been like that you've been in. So the Seven of Swords is a bunch of lies and deceit, and then we're stepping out of that with the Eight of Swords in reverse here. We're starting to see, we're starting to learn, we're starting to reflect, you know, as painful as it's been, But let me figure out one. Let's see what this Five of Pentacles. Why the Five of Pentacles, Holy Spirit? Thank you. So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So again, this ties in with the Seven of Swords. This ties in with the Seven of Swords. And then when I had the Eight of Swords on the bottom, before I did this, and now we have the Chariot in reverse. So this is like just completely halted a lot of things. But the Seven of Cups shows up is when it's like a lot of deception, a lot of things don't seem the way that they are, and that could be what's got you caught up here, because now you have to dismantle everything that you've built around this person, place, or thing that you put on a pedestal. And now that you're starting to see this person, it's like you're going through this cognitive dissonance. This is why we have all this back and forth energy that's going on right now, because whatever has happened in this situation that has created this so much grief, so much loss and isolation has really got you at a standstill. It's in a chokehold almost. You know, it's got you in a state where you're not nurturing yourself. You're unable to like tap into your creative energies because this energy is really taking a toll on you. And Spirit's calling for you to take a step back and relax and reset, step away from these things. And granted, if you don't have time, like you can take 5 minutes, even 3 minutes, 30 seconds, make a timer, take 30 minutes to yourself and build onto that, you know, but you got to start somewhere. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and you're not going to completely just heal everything that's fucking happened to you in one day. So it's like, calm down, Superman, calm down. It just doesn't work like that. And I'm speaking to myself here because I tried to rush the universe, and in turn I rushed myself. And then I was mad that I was being rushed because I don't like being rushed. You know, crazy. I can go on all day about my stories, but we're going to focus on you. We're going to focus on you and stepping out of this dark space. So like each of these readings, I've been really providing guidance on how to step out of like emotional like entanglement, you know, and physical entanglement. And now we're in mental entanglement. So like if you feel that you are touching on all these subjects, I highly recommend you go back and watch Pile 1 and Pile 2, because this all is connected. This is all we're all cleaning out this like this final little energy, or these connections that we've had with people or these places or situations. So it's like all these subconscious energies that are just getting swept up. The dust is up, and now it's time to clear it out, open the door. Okay. But yeah, this is big. You've been struggling, boo-boo. And you know, these things happen, you know, but as long as we have a plan and we know ourselves and we're able to step out of these things and live a more fulfilling life, or make decisions that match what we want to feel, you know? So hold on, my incense went out a little bit. I still got a little bit more. So anyway, let's get some more energies out here. Let's get some more energies on the board, because this has got you like you're not planning anything, because you don't even know what to plan, because you're still in this state of loss. You're still in this state of like grief and like mourning what was. You know, your emotional body has not caught up yet to like what has happened, but mentally you're there. Mentally you know what you need to do, but the emotional body is just like, I want to cry a little bit more. But it's like, you know, sometimes you're gonna need a little bit more time. You know, but put a time limit on yourself, you know. If you're starting to feel a little down, you're like, oh, I know, baby, I know, it's, you know, you've been through a lot of things, and I'm going to give you this space, so cry if you need to. And like, you give yourself that space, you know, give yourself that, and then take it little day by day. And this is how you can learn to build a relationship with yourself, because you're showing up for yourself. And that's usually how foundations are built with anything. When you continue to show up and you stay consistent, you know, you have to do these things with yourself and stand on business with yourself, because this is you, and you have all the control when it has to do with you and doing things for yourself to make yourself feel whatever the hell you want to feel. I don't know, but it's up to you, and it's up to you to take that personal responsibility for yourself to know what you need in that moment. You know, no one else is going to know. No one else can't read your mind. So it's up to you to really step up for yourself and show yourself that you are consistent, that you are worthy of your own love and appreciation. And then when other people start coming into your life, you can use yourself as a baseline. You be like, you know, because then at this point now you have the power. You can like just take it or leave it. So when like, if it doesn't make you feel like how you feel now based off what you've done for yourself, or even better, then it, like you have the choice to be like, oh, I'm good. And like, you're really good. You're not shitting on that person or anything. It's just like, I don't need what you're offering, whatever it may be. But I'm just explaining it in a way where you can see where you have the power, and that when you start to cultivate foundations for yourself and redefine what, you know, love and safety and whatever the hell along those lines mean to you, you define that. And then when you define it and you start taking action toward it, and then that that fuels that, why I can't talk right now. It fuels that belief, and it gives it more, it strengthens it. The more and more you take actions towards yourself in these things. That is what I'm trying to say. The mind gets weird. Okay. Anyway. And we have balance in reverse on the bottom of the deck here. So this is like, I mean, like, again, there's so many cards that are like showing that this is very imbalanced, and it could be where you're giving too much of your mental like time and attention to people, your job, children. You know, it's time to start having some boundaries right now. It's really time to take a step back and see, you know, what you should keep in your life and what you should, like the word should, sorry, I shouldn't even say that, but what you could change about yourself. So let's see, you got any let's see. Oh, we got the World in reverse. I got that in the pile too, as well too. Wait, so we got the World in reverse. We have the Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and Justice. So this is crazy because I've pulled the World in reverse, I believe, with all three piles. It's just crazy. So this is also contributing. Like, I'm getting like the overall energy, planetary energy, where we are going through and just cleaning out these last little things that are in our subconscious mind that are being brought to the forefront for us to address and to integrate and to release. Okay, to release. We got the Five of Wands right here. So there's just a lot of conflict that's going on with you mentally, you know, but there's also a chance for celebration. There's also where we look at how far we've come, where we see, like, we can celebrate that we now know this contrast. So now you know what to decide, and now you know what yes is, and now you know definitely that that's a no. And then hopefully when you get to that position again, or you get to that situation again, you are gonna be like, I recognize it. I've learned this lesson. I don't want to do it again. No, you know, or this is like, this feels good. This aligns with my values. Yes, because we did the work and we learned. We learned here. Okay, so you're learning to collaborate. You're knowing what is not feeling good. You're knowing what is feeling good. And that's symbolizing this Justice card right here. And that's bringing balance. When you recognize, you know, your path and your journey and how far you've come, you know, it just builds some foundation for you to like really love and honor yourself, and seeing like where you started from versus where you are now. This is all about learning the lessons, but letting go of the pain. This is about celebrating the wins and how far you've gone. This is what I'm getting right here. Thank you, Spirit. So don't beat yourself up right now, but like really take the time to like celebrate yourself. Even the little things. It's just like you just getting up every morning, or like doing a small little routine for yourself. Like for me, I just make a cup of tea in the freaking morning. That is something that I am so super proud of, because I know what making a cup of tea does for me. I know that I'm going to have a good day, or have a great start to my day when I make a cup of tea for myself. It's not just about like just drinking the tea. It's like holding the cup. It's the warmth. It's like sitting there, enjoying the flavors, smelling the aroma of the tea. It really brings me back to myself. So it's important for me to make that cup of tea. It's not just a cup of tea. It's more than that. And I celebrate myself so much for doing that, because I realize the impact that it does on my life. So let me know if that resonated with you in the comments, because it's just about celebrating those small wins. When we got the Justice, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the World in reverse. This is about really looking at it full circle and integrating the light and the dark. You know, you're working towards embracing sovereignty and wholeness, and we're going to turn this upside down into the upright here soon. But there's still some things that need to be cleared out. There's still some things that need to be integrated, and this is not on you, because this is a freaking universal energy that's going on. So everyone is taking a step back. Everyone is reflecting on a lot of things. Everyone is either breaking off, or you know, or like letting go of things that don't serve them, that just don't feel good anymore, or they're just so fucking tired of it. This is what's happening right now in the world. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and close it out. So I'm gonna ask here for some closing messages. So it's like, don't mind it. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Is there anything else on this energy? Thank you. Three of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Judgment in reverse. So a lot of this is just, you're just not seeing. Spirit's just asking you to just bring more harmony into yourself and really step out of like trying to get somewhere and trying to plan this, or trying to force your way here is what I'm getting. It's time to really take a step back and fill those cups up and find harmony and balance within yourself mentally, so that way you can make these decisions, or you can see these things clearly. Now with the Judgment in reverse, this is still like not seeing where we are contributing to our own suffering and the situations in our life, and not seeing like how we are opening the door to manipulation, or we're seeing how we're opening the door to being taken advantage of, or feeling unloved. These are things that we still need to learn. And this is the advice Spirit wants you to know, is to really not necessarily go back to think like, oh, I'm a piece of shit, and like this is why my life is so hard, and no, that's not for that. This is for you to just be like, you look at it objectively, you take a step back, and you're like, okay, I see how I allowed this relationship to go too far, because I grew up in an emotionally neglectful home where I thought love was expressed by how much you can do for someone. So that makes sense why I allowed this into my life. But going forward for me, I know that these types of relationships don't feel good to me anymore. So I'm going to choose differently, because I value honesty. I value communication. I value reciprocation now. Because you've taken the time to go through Where's the World in Reverse. You've taken the time to see your journey around the world, and you're seeing these things these small little things where you've allowed these people, places, or things in your life, and then you learn how to close the door on them and have the strength to know to stand on your own. It's just like, now it's like, well, I got my own, I don't need yours, because you built that for yourself. This is basically what I'm getting at. So Spirit is urging you, calling for you to not look at this so much as a loss. With the Five of Pentacles here, don't look at this so much like a loss. See this as an opportunity to grow. See this as an opportunity to take, the things that have happened to you and turn that pain into power, and use that to create a meaningful life for yourself, because you've added meaning, you've created meaning, and you've redefined the things that you want. So now it's up to you to stand on those things and to have your actions aligned, so that way universe can respond and can bring those things into your life, because you do deserve happiness. You do deserve to feel fulfilled, but it takes you to know and want that for yourself. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and close the read right here. Please subscribe if you are feeling my vibe or you like this message. Please like, share, and follow. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.